Casey? Did you find the gun? I'm sure I took it to the theater with me. Well, if you find it, put it in a safe place, will you, dear? All right, good night.
Please. He's off duty. Well, can you have him contact me, please? Oh, Kathy Vane, Shore Drive Towers, yes. Yes, he knows me. Please hurry.
Detective Lieutenant M Squad, a special detail of the Chicago Police. I was heading home when the radio gave me Kathy's message. I'd known she was in town, starring in a new show at the Blackstone Theater, but she hadn't phoned me. We'd hit it off a few years back, and then I lost track of her when she went to Broadway. Just one of those things. No one answered the bell. The door was open, and I walked in. I saw Marty's body. Marty Collins, how did it happen?
I found him lying there like that when I got home. Frank, what am I going to do? He'd been threatening me.
Threatening you? How?
He hated me because I'd turned him down. I was so frightened I even went and bought a gun. Somebody must have taken it from the theater tonight.
Well, how could he hurt you?
His gossip column. Haven't you ever read Marty Collins magazine? Filth, smut, blackmail.
Blackmail? What did he have on you?
Nothing. It was supposed to be about my parents. I never knew them. He said he'd found out something terrible about my parents and he threatened to print it.
Did you kill him?
No. I found him lying there like that, and then when I tried to reach you, I thought you could help me. You could tell me what to do. Of course, they'll blame me. Everything I've built up is ruined.
Dugan. All right, don't touch anything.
Ballinger. We got a caller with some trouble here. You handling this?
No, I just walked in on it. How did you get the call?
Someone phoned the precinct, said there were shots. You check homicide?
No, not yet. Oh, it's Marty Collins.
Wow. She connected?
I don't think so.
Will they lock me up?
Look, don't be afraid. All you have to do is tell homicide your story when they come.
Look, I'm freezing. Could I get a coat?
Well, sure.
Okay to phone in?
Yeah, might as well start the wheels. Kathy? She went out the service way. You better get after her.
Yes, sir.
Marty Collins had 2 bullets in his heart, and the rising young star faced a nasty scandal, if nothing more serious. Ironically, it was the kind of story Marty loved to play up in his scandal sheet he printed, just because some morbid-minded people like to read dirty gossip. And my boss had bad news for me.
We found this in the roadway across the street in the woman's building. Prints are all over. She must have thrown it from the balcony.
What did ballistics say?
Ella killed Marty and is registered in her name a week ago. She signed for it.
Suppose somebody stole it from her dressing room or her apartment, or any place.
Well, watch that imagination of yours, Frank.
No, I was just thinking. You know, she finds a body, and then 5 minutes later, there's an anonymous phone call bringing in the police.
Yeah, I know, but why did she run away?
The newspapers, scandal, all that kind of a mess, you know?
The papers have it now.
There's something bigger, because she's scared stiff. You know, boss, I have an idea that might bring rain. Marty's notes. The stuff he made his columns out of, the source material.
No, Frank, experts have tried to find those notes. They're worth their weight in gold. I suppose you know where he kept this stuff.
No, but I think I'll give it a try.
As if I could stop you.
Murder case doesn't leave you much leeway. Standard operating procedure. Don't believe anybody or the way things look. And that went for Kathy, who might be very beautiful and, thinking back a few years, very good company. Now she made a bad move and was in a bad spot. But remembering a few years back, I wanted to give her a break. That took me to Dolly Mundy's bar. It was a honky-tonk joint popular with everybody. Marty made his headquarters there. Night after night, the show was the same. Once in a while, they changed the sawdust on the floor, but not the customers. Dolly kept track of them through a one-way window in her office. By pushing buttons, she could close the curtain or cut off the music from the bar. She'd been around a long time. Stayed within the law and wasn't a bad sort.
The suckers from the north side go for that window. Marty gets stuff for a scandal book. Just peeking.
Not anymore.
Frank.
He stopped a couple of bullets in an apartment up on the North Shore.
Marty dead? Got kind of used to him. Don't know whether that's good or bad. Well, he stayed that way.
Yeah. Dolly, how long have we known each other?
What do you want, a drink or a steak?
The truth and a lot of it.
Okay, I'm a witness. Buzz me.
Who had it in for him?
Now, don't ask me to name half of Chicago.
And you've been here all evening.
Since 5 o'clock, the cocktail crowd.
Look, Dolly, you know Angel, I know that. But Marty had something on you. That's the only reason you were partners, because he was putting the screws to you.
Purely business, but no love lost. Suited him to hang out here, write his stuff, meet people. Suited me to get my name in his book the right way. Can I fix you another drink, dear?
Come on, Dolly, let's quit being social. I'm in a hurry. You knew a lot about Marty, you had to. Who was he putting the screws to so hard that they wanted to gun him down?
I was mixed up in his dirty game.
You didn't have to be, but you heard his phone conversations, you saw the people who came in here.
No blackmail. I may be other things, but not that. I stayed out of his way. His mind, always so twisted. He hated anybody that went against him. You never saw real hate if you didn't know Marty. He ate his insides out. Could make him sick and put him to bed if he couldn't get at somebody he wanted to hurt. It sounds like Marty coming to work. Somebody's using his door.
Kill the lights. First it was resisting arrest, and now it looks like burglary.
Frank, I just couldn't face hours of questioning. I had to be free to help myself.
And I couldn't do that for you.
Well, several years of not seeing each other can make a lot of difference between people.
Yeah.
Frank, I wish you'd forget what happened.
Just like that.
Well, it wasn't my fault. We had a lot of laughs, and I was a little bit in love.
Sure. Look, you know, you made a big mistake by running away. They found the gun that killed him. It's yours.
Frank, you've got to believe me. I didn't do it. Please help me.
I'll do what I can. Dolly, will you turn on the lights and close the curtains?
You might have told me somebody was here.
So what, dear? Wasn't exactly news when you two were running around together.
All right, lay off, Dolly. Let's get one thing straight. I think you're a pretty decent person, but I think you'd cut your grandmother's throat to get a place in the theater. And I think that you could kill Marty if he wanted to hurt you.
But, Frank, I didn't kill him.
I didn't say you did. What's in this thing, anyway?
Wait a minute, Frank. Don't break it. Marty loved gadgets.
You knew this was here, huh? Well, you must have the combination.
I didn't know it was a safe.
Don't give it another thought. You'll have to get a search warrant to open it.
Well, I'll do that. In the meantime, you better go on down to Homicide. I think it'll be safer for you there. Keep an eye on her, Dolly. I'll go outside and get one of my men to take her downtown.
You've come a long way, Kathy Vane. Star. Name and lights the works. Who could ask for more for anybody?
How much do you want?
To let you get away? Frank would kill me.
No, Marty said there was something in there about me. I have to have it.
I wouldn't know. I just work here. But you needn't worry if I'm alive.
All right, Miss Vane, get out this door.
No, you can't. Not her.
It's okay, Dolly. Stay cool. She's just a small job. Not the big one for me.
Don't hurt her, Rocco. Anything you want, but don't hurt her.
I'm not supposed to. Orders from the boss.
Who's this man, Dolly? What does he want?
It's all right, baby. We're going to go for a little drive. I've been following you. Now, Dolly, you stay cool here. And don't open your mouth. Just that.
An hour later, Kathy was still missing, and I couldn't get much out of Dolly about the man. No description of him. It was my hunch that somebody who knew his way around the place had kidnapped Kathy while I was having my men surround the building. All I could do now was to wait for the safe to be opened and hope that it held a lead to the killer.
Frank, I'm scared stiff. Somebody's gonna blast you and shoot up my place.
Well, that'd be something, huh? Beats waiting. I expected dozens of Marty's victims to show up and try for what he had on them.
I kept strictly out of that part of his business.
You said that too many times, Dolly.
So help me, it's the truth.
You know, Dolly, I can hear you ticking. Just like an old tin clock. I can hear the works.
It's only my joints.
Cut the comedy. Now, who was it that came in here and grabbed Kathy?
I told you I don't know. Do we have to go through all that again?
He knew his way in here and he told you to button up and you're following orders. Now, who was he? Supposing it was your kid.
That's easy. Suppose it was. I wouldn't do anything to hurt a hair in her head. So I know what I'm doing now, and it can't hurt Kathy. Frank, I know how you feel about that girl.
No, you don't. Supposing she is being framed for Marty's murder. What do you think I'm watching that safe for? If there's anything in there to help her, to clear her, I want it.
If there's anything on it, you got a motive why she might kill Marty. That's what you want.
Well, I hope it isn't that way. Well, we'll know as soon as my man gets here and opens this thing up.
What will you do with what's in there?
Impound it. Check for any criminal evidence, burn the usual things, the compromising letters that break no laws.
You'd have to read them to know which was which.
That's right.
There's one letter in there with my name on it. If you read it, so help me, I'll kill you. It's about my daughter.
Your daughter, huh? Well, that's telling me something.
Yeah, but we don't talk about it. What's in that safe belongs to me, and all the cops in Chicago aren't going to keep me from getting it.
I couldn't believe it at first, but something in Dolly's voice when she spoke of Kathy had gotten through to me. It betrayed her secret, and I knew who her daughter was. She didn't want Kathy or anybody else to know. Dolly's barn. Oh, hello, Captain. No, nothing new since she was grabbed. No, I am not handling Dolly with kid gloves. Well, don't make me bring her in. She knows something. She can lead me to the girl. Yeah, go on. Yeah. Oh, by the way, where's Hennessy? Well, will you put a bomb in it? I might want to get that safe open. It may have a lead in it. Yeah. Okay.
Where's Dolly?
Oh, well, she's not here right now, but I'm kind of handling things while she's away. Anything I can do for you? You know, Marty's dead, so I'm sort of handling his business. You know, Marty's business.
I'll go just so far.
Get your hand off that gun now. Do you have any identification with you? Let me see your wallet. A.K. Loring, doctor, huh? Okay, just how far will you go?
5,000, what Marty asked. It's a green envelope, my name's on it. He showed it to me once.
$5 grand, is that all?
Or you can go to the medical association, I'll take my chances. It was a long time ago and I wasn't to blame. He promised this afternoon that Dolly'd give me the envelope if anything happened to him.
Well, you saw Marty this afternoon, huh?
He's not one of my patients, but he wanted a final checkup. I can't tell you why.
Well, you better tell me why, because I'm a police officer. I'm going to have to hold you on a concealed weapons charge.
Oh, no.
Look, we're trying to stop any more blackmail.
He had about a month to live. Incurable. He got sort of a kick out of getting the final confirmation from me.
Well, how does Dolly fit in?
Well, she came to the hospital tonight, just before midnight, as I got out of surgery. She knew Marty'd been to see me. She wanted to know what was wrong. I refused to tell her. I sort of felt that she came to remind me that I'd be doing business with her soon.
Where is this hospital?
The Wendley, private sanitarium.
The Wendley? That's about 2 blocks from the Shore Drive Towers, isn't it?
Yes.
Ah, this beginner stuff here. I think I got it here. Yeah. Oh, but you got me out of bed for this?
Yeah. Well, if the beginner could open this thing, maybe Marty used this to focus attention on the wrong place. He must have the stuff salted away in a vault or something.
Wasn't that just dandy?
Well, we had reason to believe the stuff was in there. 2 women thought so, and so did the doctor.
Oh, Frank, somebody goofed. The killer's name isn't in that cracker box, and you got no lead to the girl, either.
Then let's make a lead. Come here, I got an idea. I'll close up the safe, and you pretend you're still working on it. See if we can get Dolly to take a tumble.
All right.
Oh, Dolly, would you come in a minute, please?
Did he get it open?
Well, not yet. It's a tough one, but he thinks he's got it figured. You know, I got some bad news for you. I just got a phone call. You didn't tell me that you went out tonight just before midnight.
I was here.
And not at the hospital, huh?
Oh, that. I was worried about a pal. Wanted to see if they'd let me.
Sure it wasn't Marty? You know that hospital's only 2 blocks from Kathy's apartment.
So help me, Frank. I never went there.
All right, get your things together. You're going downtown. You can answer all the questions down there.
Wait, Frank. I saw Marty put that envelope about my daughter in that box. I want it. Can I make a deal?
No.
I'd do anything to keep it quiet.
I know that.
Most of Marty's stuff is in a vault. I can tell you where, what name it's under. If you promise you'll let me have that envelope in there, the white one, my name's scribbled on it.
You've crossed me every inch of the way. You won't even tell me who grabbed Kathy.
She's safe enough, but my kid's good name isn't. She's somebody now. I don't want a tard with my name. That could finish her.
Why did you go to the hospital tonight?
Marty looked like a dead man at dinner. Sick and pain. I had to know what was wrong with him. Get that envelope from him before he died. I'm going to have that envelope.
But you let Kathy take the rap for murder just to save your daughter, huh?
She's safe enough. I know what I'm doing. But I can't let this happen to my daughter. The disgrace. You know me, Frank. I've done time. You can't let that come out to smear her.
I think I got her open. Oh, Mother Hubbard's cupboard.
I saw him put it. It must be on his body. Frank, get it for me. I'll pay anything. It's a birth certificate.
How can I help you or anybody else? You won't even tell me who grabbed Kathy.
Rocco, Eddie Rocco.
Rocco, he's a paid killer.
If he had any orders for Marty to kill anybody, he'd have done it right here, including me.
Get her downtown.
come on, baby. We're going now. Get up. Get up, huh?
Going where?
I'm going to drop you on the corner, right near a cop. You can tell him about me. Who'd believe you, huh? Just like old Marty said. Man, that cat was the coolest. He had everything figured out. Dolly didn't yell for the copper, just like he said she wouldn't. Oh, I almost forgot. It's the most important thing, yeah. Yeah, baby. You made it real easy for us running away from your apartment. Said you'd stay and face those coppers. You go on out first. And let me tell you something, don't you yell, or you're going to get trouble real bad.
Come on, throw him up, Rocco. Don't try him. Where's the gun?
Why don't you tell us the truth? Why did you kidnap the girl?
Oh, man, Marty says I'm not to let this chick go back to Dolly's. He was my friend, man. He was real good to me. I love that guy.
Enough to kill him, huh?
Who said so?
Your prince. You know, you were pretty careless in that girl's apartment. That scared Rocco. He knew we had him cold, and he began to talk. Facing death, Marty was afraid to wait. He hired Rocco to kill him for $1,000. And because Kathy had turned him down, she was to take the rap. Marty's body was to be found in her apartment, where the police would also discover the motive in an envelope. Proof that Marty was blackmailing her. Rocco stole Kathy's gun, used it, but had to run before he could plant the envelope. That's why, in his dim way, he kidnapped her and slipped the envelope into her handbag. All for his pal, Marty. Kathy, Dottie, would you mind coming in here a second, please? I see your pocketbook, Kathy. Thank you.
Frank, that's mine.
Okay, take Rocco downstairs and get a statement. Thank you. Well, I guess I better see Miss Vane home.
Good night, Kathy, or is it good morning?
Good night. Hope to see you again.
What for? I'll always remember you. Drop in any time, Frank.
Nice kid, huh? Well, you always can tell good family. Every once in a while, I go back to Dolly's just to say hello. She located the vault where Marty kept his notebooks, and we got a court order and burned all the blackmail material. I read about Kathy once in a while. Her star is burning brighter and brighter. Broadway, London, Paris. Dolly's star grows dimmer. But she's happy now that her secret is safe. Kathy will never know.
Be sure to tune in again for another exciting story from the files of M Squad.